against whom this allegation is made goes before a competent authority, files an affidavit and swears on oath that the contents of this complaint is true and takes a punishment for himself. It's a case where there is a confession statement.
All right, well, yes.
Who is that person?
I'll just take 5 minutes.
None other than
I will say that, my lords, who is that person, my lords? The statement is given by him saying that, sorry, my lords,
Yes.
I'll hold it for the next
Yes,
day.
Sai Deepak, sir.
Himself says mea culpa before the IBBI and says, I am indeed guilty of bad faith conduct and having colluded with these parties to entertain these claims. Then no matter what the allegation against me and what kind of mud is slung against me, that doesn't stick to the issue in question. The issue in question is the conduct of the RP along with the people who he was in cahoots with. So I'd only request my lords to kindly take a look at these 3 page numbers. Expressing the deepest of gratitude for my lords to take up this matter at this stage.
Don't worry about the bandwidth, sir.
I'll just take exactly 5 minutes to set out the facts.
It's quite wide.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Just 5 minutes, my lords. I am
And
the respondent.
if you are submitting, then it should be. Yes.
Great. Let's deep your life.
Yes, sir.
I am the respondent number 2 in the petition that's
One
been...
moment, sir. We'll hear the petitioner and then get
Please.
back.
Please, my lord.
Yes, sir.
That was challenged before the Supreme Court.
Oh.
Supreme Court said there is no need for interference in this case.
Is my interim order?
Yes.
But not
No,
this predecessor, my lords.
Coordinate bench.
Coordinate bench. Yes, sir.
17th of March, 25.
Either note the bidi. Interim order is there. Then.
The court has not Supreme Court. In fact, I think they went to Kerala. They went to Kerala.
Yes, sir.
Then the Kerala High Court the initial order.
Sorry.
Very well.
Yes, yes.
Initially, interim order was granted. Then division bench set it aside, saying that this matter is here. Thereafter, my lord, they go to the Supreme Court challenging this order. Supreme Court, my lord, says there is no
Warrant to vacate the interim.
Yes.
All right.
Materials, my lord, they have gone through the materials and record. We find no grounds to interfere with the impugned orders passed by the High Court.
All right.
My submission to your lordship says there have been, my lord, a catena of, my lord, cases. The person, my lord, this is, my lord, in relation to that Byju'S. He, my lord, collects 10,000 crores from us, and, my lord, he is virtually, my lord, siphoned out everything. NCLT petition has been filed. There, my lord, proceedings have been going on. There is, my lord, several interim orders passed, where, my lord, we have produced all that. Where, my lord, the interim orders, my lord, were challenged. That, my lord, strictures have been passed against them. Ultimately, my lord, the order passed, my lord, by the NCLT, my lord, has virtually, my lord, it's at the stage of final hearing. That is at that stage. Then, my lord, they filed, my lord, against some of us. The petitioner, my lord, in the NCLT, the person, my lord, who was given, in fact, 5,000 crores is, my lord, simply vanished into the thin air. Out of that 10,000, my lord, they owe us, my lord, nearly about 20,000 crores. The 5,000 crores in US, my lord, has just vanished into the thin air. Contempt, my lord, the court in Delaware directed them to, my lord, return it. They don't do it. Contempts were initiated. Contempt, my lord, they are, my lord, absconding. They are, my lord, in Dubai. It is in that stage, my lord, they have initiated, my lord, proceedings against E&Y, my lord, against the petitioner, my lord, who's NCLT petitioner, my lord, who's got all these orders, and, my lord, against, my lord, the council also.
No,
They make allegations.
Allegations against the council. Some of the council, my lord, who appeared on behalf of the petitioner before your lordship.
But I want to place all of this on record. All these
We'll, my lord, we have all the compilation. We'll place it before your lordship.
Yes, sir.
Because suddenly it, my lord, got listed. So, my lord, without intimating us, we'll file it, my lord. We have got the compilation. If it is needed, my lord, we'll file it.
So matter will have to be heard finally. There's no question.
It has to be heard
but
finally.
the matter before the Supreme Court was not sought for vacating of your lordship's order. We sought for expedited hearing, which was not entertained. Now we are on a vacating stay application. Once I'll address my arguments on the vacating stay application. The facts narrated by him is not germane for your lordship's consideration while considering this 482 petition as it then was filed. Lords, I will be appearing in
Yavdu?
12123 of 2025.
How many
and
matters are there here?
my learned friend, my lord, Sai Deepak will be appearing in 3717. Lords, I would put it this way, Lords, 3717 would essentially be the lead
My
matter.
apologies. I had to
Vacating
log
of the interim order is concerned for this reason. They appeared before this honorable court at the first instance and an interim order was sought for on the ground that for bona fide acts 233 is a protection. So with a specific direction, my lord, that this was interim order was granted. Subsequently, the other accused appear before the court and say that there is an interim order granted for accused number 1 and parity should be extended, on which basis the interim orders are granted in the other matters. This is a case where, lords, of course, subject to, because for accused number 1, my lords, if in the it's for vacating of the interim order. Interim order in the other matters is based on the fact that there is an interim order granted in 3717. If that interim order is vacated, everything will cascade.
It's as good as hearing the matter.
It's a very
Just take
short
5
issue,
minutes
because
process
it's a
to
482. My learned friend will.
So far as just point out
Saidi
in
Pap
brief,
can commence, my lords, on
what
the
is not done is a shareholder, according to the note, he set up by Mr. Byju'S Ravindran only, claiming to be a shareholder, a person files an FIR against the insolvency resolution professional, auditing firm, and the petitioner, my lord, who had filed a petition but who is now on the committee of creditors, alleging that there is supposedly cheating of the company which is now under insolvency resolution, which would be represented by the insolvency resolution professional, who is now not made a party. And allegations are made that certain false claims are made before the tribunal and court, obviously that cannot be investigated by the authorities. On the very same matter, applications are already filed, heard, orders reserved, matters taken up to Supreme Court, challenged, all civil proceedings, so Supreme Court has dismissed it. Therefore, this is essentially trying to, and this petitioner was held in contempt of court by the US courts for not giving information, because he is acting in collusion with Byju'S Ravindran, claiming the IP of the corporate debtor who has now gone under insolvency, and trying to not give the assets. Therefore, contempt proceedings have been taken in the US courts there. He has been held guilty of contempt, fine has been put, and now he rakes up this at the instance of Byju'S Ravindran virtually to.
More importantly, he said,
Can I respond, Willis, with my last permission?
Suddenly, some person came. He said, I have some material in relation to this. So, he gave it, and then on that basis, he can't complete his file. And please look at this order of the Supreme Court. What is the SLP against SLP order?
Against the interim order.
Yes, same thing, we have to be fair to the court.
Lords,
May I just respond, Willis?
Several interim orders passed by this honorable court, please come to bottom next page also.
the question of, lords, may kindly see the questions of law frame, nothing to do with the interim order.
ಏನು ಇಷ್ಟೊಂದು
And Supreme Court specifically holds. Page 3451.
Whatever submissions are made, lords, I would stay this,
Now,
whatever
this is-
submissions are made,
ಅಲ್ಲ ಏನು FIR stage
lords, it is in the FIR stage. That is the reason. Whatever submissions are made is not germane for your lordship's consideration.
Can I
It is
just
a
add?
matter where there is a confession statement, which is given by accused number 1 of having been planted in the process of the resolution by the Ernst and Young, who happened to be the consultants of
Well-
glass. There is a clear-cut conspiracy which has been admitted by the accused number 1, which goes in for an inquiry before a competent authority, and the competent authority has already punished him for this. Now the question is this, my lords, whatever allegation which is contained in the complaint number 1, it constitutes an offence or not, number 1, my lords. Secondly, this is further taken forward where the person against whom this allegation is made goes before a competent authority, files an affidavit and swears on oath that the contents of this complaint is true and takes a punishment for himself. It's a case where there is a confession statement.
All right, Wills, yes.
Who is that person?
I'll just take 5 minutes.
None
Mr.
other than
Willis,
they don't
I will say that, my lords, who is that person, my lords? The statement is given by him saying that, I'm sorry, my lords,
Yes.
I'll hold it for the
Yes,
next
Sai
date.
Deepak, sir.
Please, Willis. I'll just take 5 minutes and not more than that. Let's assume for a moment that Mr. Holla is right on every allegation that he has hurled against me, and I'm everything but a step short of a terrorist. Let's assume that is the case. All of those submissions are fundamentally irrelevant and not material to the issue before my lords. And I'll explain in just exactly 5 minutes. Let me just point out. BCCI initiates CIRP proceedings against Byju'S. As part of those proceedings, an IRP comes to be appointed. Those proceedings are initiated on the 2nd of August 2024. Subsequently, some of these claimants enter the fray of the CIRP proceeding in collusion with the RP. That's the basic issue here. When they do so, This issue is brought to the NCLT's attention, and on in the order of 29th of January 2025, specifically there are findings with respect to the RB's conduct. Subsequent to this, on the 31st of January 2025, IBBI initiates investigation against the RP. In response to that notice of investigation, the blessed RP confesses to everything and goes on to say that he was coerced by these parties to participate in a conspiracy to give them a place in the CIRP proceedings. And my lords would find the specific pages at pages 259 to 264 of the paper book of the petition. It's all there. On the strength of this, we basically file a police complaint and say on the 25th of February 2025 saying, the conduct of the RP in collusion with these so-called claimants as part of the CIRP process is fundamentally a criminal conspiracy which vitiates and dilutes the CIRP proceedings. On the basis of this, the FIR gets registered. They come rushing to the court and basically get a stay on the 17th of March 2025 on the ground that the RP has performed what he's supposed to under the IBC. Therefore, he gets the benefit of immunity under section 233 of the IBC. And therefore, there is a stay of investigation that is actually granted on 17th of March 2025. On the strength of that stay, everybody else also comes and files Me Too petitions. The point that is before my lords is this. Let's assume for a moment that I represent somebody or I'm a crook, whatever it may be. The issue here is with respect to a criminal complaint and the registration of an FIR with respect to an IRP who has admitted before the regulatory authority, namely IBBI, that he was indeed in collusion. Now, therefore, the question of extending the immunity under section 233 does not apply, and that's the fundamental issue before my lords. Now, what we are saying, my lords is aware of the case law on the point. I don't wish to preach to the choir here. The fact of the matter is, in these matters, stay of investigation cannot happen. We just need to show to my lords how the benefit of 233 is applicable when the IRP acts in good faith in execution and discharge of his, let's say, responsibilities under the IBC. But he himself says mea culpa before the IBBI and says, I'm indeed guilty of bad faith conduct and having colluded with these parties to entertain these claims. Then no matter what the allegation against me and what kind of mud is slung against me, that doesn't stick to the issue in question. The issue in question is the conduct of the RP along with the people who he was in cahoots with. So I'd only request my lords to kindly take a look at these 3 page numbers, and my lords would see what has happened where the IRP has said, I have colluded with them. Page number 259 of the paper book, just for a moment. Because every time they come to court, the petitioner says 5,000 crores, 10,000 crores, and they try to divert the matter. The question is of IRP's conduct. I will pay for my conduct before the NCLT and NCLT.
3717.
Yes. Please, my lords. 3717, page number 259, which is the lead petition. And I have filed a vacation stay application, IN number 2 of 2026, which is what the matter has actually come up for. For a moment, kindly come to page number 259. This is 3717.
Page
259. It says under the title, disruption caused in the CIRP process of the corporate debtor due to the actions of the appointed professionals under Roman 3 on top of the page.
Yes.
Can I read this for the court's benefit?
Yeah.
My lord may kindly come to the second paragraph here, which starts with at the same time.
Yes.
This is basically the response of the IRP before the IBBI in response to the notice of investigation.
Onward.
Notice of investigation was of 31st of January 2025. This is his blessed response. Kindly see how he speaks in my favor and corroborates everything that I say. At the same time, it is important to acknowledge that the process involves large entities, well-established financial institutions and reputed professional entities, often referred to as big sharks. While the undersigned has worked in good faith to fulfill his professional responsibilities, he was not privy to the intentions of key stakeholders, including creditors such as the GALS, such as EY. It was only when the undersigned himself found burdened with multiple litigations that he recalled the significant pressure exerted by Ernst & Young and developed concerns about a possible alignment of interests between Ernst & Young and Glass Trust. Then my lords may finally come to the next page at page number 262. Can I request my lords to come to page 262? Please see what does he say. This is report and request for investigating concerning the series of events involving Glass, which is the claimant before the IRP process, and EY Ernst & Young. My lords would see appointment of Ernst & Young as the process advisor. Since the CIRP of this corporate debtor is a complex and resource-seeking assignment, the undersigned was necessitated to appoint a process advisor and support the team of smooth transition. The undersigned received a call from Mr. Avinash Balakrishnan of so-and-so, Council of Glass, congratulating the undersigned for his new assignment and also asked about the manner in which the claim of Glass Trust shall be treated in the CRP process on the grounds that they are claiming as authorized representative of the group of lenders. The undersigned, since did not have knowledge about any claim, the undersigned expressed his inability to make any comments. Persistent calls had started coming from Mr. Avinash Balakrishnan, Mr. Ashwin Bishnoi, so on and so forth, and they stated that whereas they represent Glass as so and so, they would be able to guide the undersigned in the selection of professionals who would be able to support the undersigned for smooth conduct of the CRP process in an efficient manner. They underlined that the undersigned should engage Ernst & Young as the process advisor for CIRP of so-and-so, so-and-so, when undersigned expressed reluctance over the same for the reason that so-and-so, so-and-so were already providing similar assistance in another large case and also submitted their proposal to assess their matter, Mr. So-and-so and so-and-so did not favor the same and insisted going with EY as IP, else my ability to continue in the profession shall get compromised. These are several incriminating paragraphs where he basically says he was under threat, and my lords would see how this has impacted the CIRP proceeding. And this is what the NCLT also takes cognizance of. So the Supreme Court's journey of this matter does not take away any of these findings, nor has the Supreme Court basically said it's all clean and therefore the stay can continue. We have moved an application before my lords, and for a moment, I'm so sorry, could my lords kindly come to page number 263 just for a moment, please. Page number 263. At the bottom of the page, I'd only request my lords to see page number 263 and 264. He specifically states that he succumbed to the pressure of GLAS. He makes a statement.
He was removed because of an application.
You know that.
Could my lords just take a look at page number 263 just for a moment, please?
I've
In
already
these,
seen-
my lords have seen this, and therefore the submission I'm making to my lords is stay in this matter is continued since 17th of March 2025 because it's been extended on a day-to-day basis. I'd request my lords to kindly take this up because this has hampered the investigation. And it's important because notwithstanding the continuance of proceedings elsewhere, the criminal proceedings cannot be stopped.
That we'll see.
What has happened is, I must tell,
File a compilation,
we'll do all that.
convenience compilation or whatever you want, instead of me going through all the pages.
We'll do that.
What are the relevant pages and judgments?
I must tell your lordships this. RP, what he did was, there has to be, my lord, a company, I mean, the committee of creditors. He removes us. We are, my lord, 99.8%.
Oh, you are the
Subsequent
COC.
events, so.
No, I'm
No,
not.
are you
no,
the
I'm-
COC?
No, I'm the, my lord, Glass Trust, who has lent 10,000
I-
crores, my lord, to this Byju'S. Then what he does is, this IRP, my lord, RP, goes around, colludes with them, and thereafter, my lord, removes me. Then, my lord, we filed an application before the NCLT. NCLT passed strictures against him. Then, my lord, we filed an application for his removal. That he was removed with, my lord, strictures against him. That has been challenged.
Glass's claim has been accepted
There
without
are-
any kind of
there are-
verification statement the
there-
IRP makes before the
there are-
IPPI. I don't know where Mr. Hola is getting his
Yeah,
facts
all of
because
you
the
tell
Other
me.
way around. Lords, we will do one thing, Lords. We will
I
file a
don't know when,
compilation.
when
Allow
they
us
argue,
to appear in
it's
the
not
will
to
file
know
a
by
compilation.
now.
No,
For
no.
compilation
They
of
must
documents,
also
we
give me
will
the same
file.
risk.
No. Now,
Can't be that, my lord, when
No,
I
you-
argue, my lord,
No,
they start, my lord,
I'm
interfering.
ensuring, my lord, that nothing is going in the air so that everything comes on record.
exactly.
Both of us,
No,
we will
nothing
file
will,
compilation of
nothing
convenience.
will go in the air here, but thing
Maybe
is
he
that
meant nothing will come from
I
it.
need convenience compilation so that I decide the issue, that's all.
Lords,
Please.
Not to understand the issue. Yes.
Could my lords consider
Yeah,
giving
my
a
lord,
short date
subsequent
next week?
developments are
Last
there.
convenience.
Several, my
No,
lord,
no, that
petitions and
matter.
all that, we'll place.
Whatever it is, sir, I just want a convenience compilation from you with the judgments or whatever.
We'll
Then
do
we
that.
will start the hearing, finish it, close it. That's
Lords,
all.
Great, Mills. Could my lords
Well,
consider having it next week, Mills?
We'll take it on 28th.
Mills, 28th is Raksha Bandhan and other function. Could my lords have it on
But I have
27th?
heard you, I'll take it at 4 PM.
Mills, could my lords consider having it on 27th, please? 28th, I'm in a bit of
27th,
a
4 PM, fine.
grateful, deeply obliged.
Is it possible,
No,
my lord?
somebody wants it on 28th, 27th.
Mills, 28th is
In
Raksha
between, you
Bandhan.
have any date?
26, Mills, 24th, 25th, 27th.
No. In between 27th and 28th?
27th is my preference, Mills.